So the youngest MVP, my boy Derrick Rose, is the new Invincible, guys. And if you could do me one big favor, let's aim for 11 likes on this video. And let me know down below in the comments who your starting point guard is. Because there's a lot that we got to cover, including the new players, the huge market crash that we're getting, and on top of that, the guaranteed free 100 overall player pack that you still got to get for that free 100 overall player. And I just completed this challenge right here because I'm actually in the process of getting every single thing completed. And so at the moment, we did complete that. And I'm going to cover everything that you need to know. So at the moment, we go to the challenges. And we should have our next, oh, we do also get this right here. That's a 95 plus, but that's for, you know, single player triple threat games. I was doing my agendas and challenges there. And then of course we go, oh, I didn't finish it. What did I need? Oh, I still need one more. So I got to make 7 3-pointers and shoot 75% or better with a Cavaliers player in a game. And basically this does give you a guaranteed free 100 overall player, as you guys know. At this point, you should have 2 pieces. And the third one is coming with Derrick Rose, as well as the other players and everything else that you need to know. So make sure that you guys are completing every single challenge. Let me know if you guys have been keeping up with this, because again, I just need one more and I'm going to have 2 of the 5 pieces. It is 5 in total. And then tomorrow we're getting the third one. So we're going to have 3 of 5. So we're getting that free 100 overall player, you know, in the next couple weeks. And let me show you guys the new players, and bang! So like I mentioned, Derrick Rose is the new Invincible, the youngest MVP. Bonus points if you know what year he won MVP. I bet you don't remember, but when it comes to the new players, you can see Julius Randle. I figured 2K would start giving out players that didn't make the finals and didn't, you know, continue the postseason, you know, run that they had. So Julius Randle, we were kind of expecting he could potentially be, you know, a player for the playoffs, but obviously, you know, they did lose. And so he is getting a Knicks card, which is interesting. We are getting Kevin Martin and Bill Walton. Rest in peace to Bill Walton. Now, the thing about these packs that's very important, guys, is the fact that, you know, these are super packs. And with the most recent pack drop that they did, you know, 2K started having 100 overall toppers. And so the auction house is going to get pretty crazy. I'm going to show you guys the current, you know, stuff that's going on at the moment too. But obviously, when it comes to D Rose, he is going to be a 6'3" point guard. I think he's going to be one of the more affordable Invincibles in the game. I really don't see him more than like 500K, if that. You know, if they do juice his animations, then people are going to obviously overpay at the beginning. But I think he'll settle at around like $500,000 MT. You know, nothing crazy with that, obviously. And then we do have ourselves, of course, the other players, which does include Julius or Randle. I was kind of hoping he would have been one of the free players. But, you know, he's just going to be in packs. So I don't think he'll be too pricey either, 6'8". I do want to confirm, though, he can play small forward on his, yeah, he can, okay, because sometimes he can be switching the positions. It'd be crazy. So 6'8" small forward, you know, he could definitely be something. I don't see his price being too high either. Same with, like, the animations. They'll probably juice it just to make it more, you know, desirable and stuff like that. But the main focus is going to be the toppers with the super packs, if 2K does what I think they're going to do, right? And then, of course, the other player that we do have is going to be Kevin Martin, 6'7" shooting guard. For him, you know, another shooting guard. I've gotten like 20 shooting guards in the last like couple of days, so I'm not too interested in him, but his release is definitely going to be money. And then, of course, the big fella, the big boy himself, Bill Walton up in here, man. Rest in peace to the legend. He is going to be 6'11". We did have the domination reward card, obviously. I'm sure they'll juice his animations as well. And so when it comes to these players, you know, nothing too special, obviously. Invincible Derrick Rose, he's undersized. You know, definitely not the best and most desirable set that 2K has released. And obviously, no disrespect to the youngest MVP, but yeah, it's not that great. And you guys can let me know if you feel differently, but, you know, outside of Derrick Rose, I'm not really too interested in any of these players, and so they'll definitely be affordable in the sense of, like, previous 100 overall players and Invincibles. However, though, the most important thing is the new Super Packs, because we have 85 Dark Matters, 35 100 overall players, 14 Invincibles, so additional, so that's going to be 15 Invincibles in the packs, and then again 35 100 overall players. And it's really going to be the 100 overall cards, because if you guys saw the most recent pack opening that I did, then you know that 2K actually updated the pack markets and they made these toppers guaranteed 100 overall players or higher. It does say plus, and so when it comes to that, obviously, you know, this was with this drop. Now, of course, it could just mean that the Splash Zone players were just, you know, for that part. You know, maybe we'll see just 99 again for super packs, but if we do see 100 or higher, which means 100 or Invincible, very small chance, but there's still that chance, obviously. We have hit that plus before, and so that's going to completely crash the markets. And so if there was any 100 overall player that you were looking to buy in the auction house, now is a really good time So, you know, well, not right now, obviously. When the packs drop tomorrow morning, that's really when you're going to want to take a look and see if there's a player that you wanted to get that previously you could not afford, right? And so all these players are definitely going to drop in value. Again, that's assuming if 2K does continue the trend of 100 overall player packs being in the toppers, because people are just going to spam the smack out of those packs, right? People are going to be opening them, including myself. Like, I'm going to be getting that 100 overall topper with an opportunity at an Invincible. And so all these 100 overall players, I'm very curious to see how much Yao Ming is going for, because if Yao Ming drops in value, then a lot more people are going to have him, even though he's pretty rare. So at the moment, there's two. You can see people are already preparing. So, you know, some people are selling. Obviously, this is obviously, you know, speculation. I want to emphasize that, but, you know, these are super packs, so you would think that they're going to be 100 overall toppers. But also with 2K, you never really do know. They could just be stingy and they could have just made the current set only 100 plus. So whether you want to sell your 100 overall players or not, that's up to you. And so Yao Ming is going to definitely be, you know, if the market does crash like that, it's going to be affordable in the sense of like how it was before. Still going to be expensive though, but a little bit more manageable. And then Ben Simmons, I'm actually looking to buy a Ben Simmons. He's still over 2 million MT. Oh my goodness. I would not be mad at pulling Ben Simmons from a topper if they do keep the 100. So with Ben Simmons, I'm going to keep my eyes open for him. When it comes to the other 100 overall players, they have already started to drop in value. Mainly the new ones, right? Like, for example, you know, the Joel Embiid's. You know, when have you seen 100 overalls be 350K? It's been a while, right? So we're finally in that moment now in my team when 2K starts dropping bigger and better stuff when it comes to packs, you know, players available, stuff like that. Even though earlier they did cheese us, which is complete garbage, but, you know, you guys know my thoughts on that. But with Glenn Rice right here, I'm actually looking to maybe pick him up too. He's already under 1 million MT, so if they do continue the trend of 100 overall toppers, the market is going to take a big fat hit. It's actually going to be insane. So I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out because I know some people are going to be panic selling, even though tomorrow I think is going to be a great buying opportunity. And it's going to be the same with Dark Matters. You know, Dark Matters already are pretty cheap. I think the cheapest Dark Matter right now at the moment, I want to say, is probably under 50,000 MT, maybe even cheaper, honestly. Yeah. Wow, actually 30K. My goodness, the cheapest Dark Matter right now, you're looking at, there's actually a couple, so it's like the most recent ones, right? So this is when 2K is going to start releasing new players, you know, new 100 overall cards, Dark Matters, Invincibles, and they're finally going to start dropping in value, which means that GOAT cards, you know, impacts are around the corner. We already have GOAT players, obviously, with Kareem, Jason Tatum, and stuff like that. So that just goes to show you that the market is going to, like, get crazy. And then the pink diamonds, like, those are definitely going to crash like crazy because last super packs were guaranteed pink diamonds, right? You know, sometimes you'll get a diamond with like the gems of the game and stuff like that. So I wonder when 2K is going to start making a Galaxy Opal or higher in every single pack, right? Was it pink diamond? Actually, now that I think about it, might have been diamond. Either way, you guys get what I'm saying, right? With the super packs, it's going to get pretty crazy. And so right now, if I were you guys, I would definitely complete these challenges because this is going to get updated tomorrow for the free 100 overall player. And of course, you know, try to make as much MT as you can for the new updates. Let me know what you guys think about these new players, guys. And while we're waiting, definitely check out the pack opening I did as well as the free stuff. And as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.